person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Mayegun don't come. So my people make you laugh. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo, my people make you shout. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come, man of the masses. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo, Mayegun diary politico. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo, this man not dey off in mind. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo. Aha! Now him una don hear all these bad politicians them we call themselves politicians. When they thief our money, we no want make.
Good evening to you. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. I'm having an issue with this audio. I want you to confirm if you can hear me loud and clear before I continue, please. How is the audio, by the way? That is great. So thank you so much for joining me from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun live. So I'm going to say good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. Share the broadcast, invite your friends and tell them that Mayegun today. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, share the broadcast, invite your friends and invite everyone that needs to be here before we continue, while I'm going to try and deal with my audio. I'm having an issue here, okay? I'm sorry, I'm going to pop you all on a minute or two old, and I will be back, all right? Sorry, guys. I'm still dealing with my problems, but I'm going to just continue right now. So, yes, if you have read the caption of the broadcast, you can make your contribution accordingly. I will find my way around it, as long as you can still pretty much hear me loud and clear. So, if you have read the caption where Amaechi, the Nigeria Minister of Transportation, please, before I even continue, let's confirm that. Can you hear me loud and clear, by the way? Thank you. So give me a sec. I think that is that. Thank you very much. So let's get started. Good evening to you. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Mayegun Live. So today, the Minister of Transportation in Nigeria, Rotimi Amaechi, came out and he said, China no longer respond to them. At least, you know, they have this 17 trillion budget plus the new 3 trillion budget for subsidy. That makes it a 20 trillion budget for 2022. In that budget, Nigeria has no money. Okay. So Nigeria planned to borrow 15 trillion. And among those they were looking forward to were China. China has been generous to them in the past 6 years. And now China is no longer picking up their calls, which means the 2022 budget and plan will likely be a failure before it even started at all. I didn't make that statement. It was at Amaechi. And quoting him from what he said, China no longer responding. Now we are pursuing loans in Europe. Chinese are no longer giving them money. Maybe Europeans will give them money to complete the Chinese projects that they started in Nigeria. That is where their fraud is about to be exposed. And more reason why, when those who are jumping up and down that they are coming to rescue you, if they really want to engage with you, to have a conversation with you, they will realize that, see, Nigeria is done for. To save anything left in Nigeria, people of Nigeria should begin to come together to decide if they still want this country or not. Okay? So according to Amaechi, Amaechi said, we are stuck with lots of our projects because we cannot get money. The Chinese are no longer funding. So we are now pursuing money in Europe. And when I look at the money they are borrowing in other countries and compare it with the one we have borrowed, the kind of comments by Nigerians will put you off. According to Amaechi, Nigeria hasn't really borrowed enough. But the comment of Nigerians about the money they are borrowing is putting off people, including China. China feels like, oh boy, what if this country break? Who is going to pay back this money? As you think that the world is not listening or the world is not watching, they are watching. And usually their interest in keeping Nigeria one is one of these: China money, America money, UK money, European money, Arabian money, and every other money that your government has dragged your country into borrowing to now bring Nigeria to the state of complete collapse as we speak. Now, this 2022, right, they want 15 trillion. They want to borrow that. And because of the comment of Nigerians condemning loans, they said the borrowers or the people who are giving them loan are somehow, they are putting a pedal brake on it now. So that means they are hearing us. When APC, Egbekegbe, came in, with what they met and with what they made, including what they borrowed, they ended up plunging Nigeria into economic disaster, which has now led to escalated poverty in Nigeria, joblessness, and increased crime, including terrorism. When they go out borrowing, they left their people sorrowing. When they borrow money, they devalue your money. When they devalue your money, You can be walking like an elephant. You will only be feeding like an ant because of the greed of the likes of Amaechi. Now, what they took, normally, right, there's nothing wrong in borrowing, okay? Countries all over the world, they actually borrow to, in any way they want to use it for their economy and what have you. Yes, they do. But in Nigeria, whenever they go out borrowing, like I said, they leave their people sorrowing. They attach projects, fake white elephant projects, to ridiculous loans and with ridiculous conditions, including lifetime payment. For example, Amaechi decided that Nigeria was too generous, very big as the giant of Africa, a poor giant. He decided to go, he came to Europe. He actually got the money here in Europe. The money they want to use to build rail line from Kano, Abina Katsina to Maradi in Niger Republic, about $5 billion. Now, when they came for that money, and they actually got approval in Nigerian Senate to go ahead, they want to construct rail line from Katsina to Maradi in Niger Republic, a supposed joint a joint project between two countries. Nigeria or Amaechi decided to go out there and borrow the money in the name of Nigeria. Okay, among all they have plunged into, right, a waste that orchestrated the devaluation of your naira even further. And I'm still coming to that. They didn't stop there. It is also this same criminal government that decided to abandon the golden goose that is laying the golden eggs for them. I'm talking about the Niger Delta, the one that I always give them that black gold, the oil. Yeah, that is where they get the what? To develop Nigeria oil or to refine Nigeria oil, we have to borrow $6.5 billion to lay pipeline from Niger Delta to Niger Republic. Another supposed joint, two-country projects. You see all this borrowing and borrowing, and the devaluation of your currency and devaluation of your currency. The White Elephant project, they attach this on, which gives them opportunity to actually really do what they call the round tripping, to reloot what they call the loan. And you pay, Nigeria pay for it, no matter how ridiculous it comes. And now with the conditions like government that got voted for 4 years. So imagine people who got elected for 4 years, and they had the audacity to borrow money in billions of dollars, in trillions of naira, right? They borrowed the money, right? That will last and to be repaid for 50 years. Another one will come, spend 4 years or 8 years. Now, borrow money that will say, oh, it will be paid back in 100 years. Because they believe that it is better. It is kind of rewarding. As long as, Nigeria is poor, because they made Nigeria poor. So as Nigeria is poor, it is better that trajectory of Nigeria is a poor country is sellable for your criminal leaders who claim to love the country. So when they go everywhere, Nigeria need help, they will get money. And there's no point in any way trying to make it better. So a fraudulent country, fraudulently merged together in this, in this case of Nigeria, yeah? In fact, there is this part, before I even continue, there's this part where Obasanjo even made a statement. I think that was where I should have started from before we continue. And I bet you will love this. It's from Demo, okay? Boro, who destroyed, the generation that destroyed Nigeria. Because Nigeria is poor, it's cheaper, it makes them money. Why would they want to use the money they borrow to develop Nigeria, to make it more rewarding, impactful in the lives of the people, so that Nigeria can get to a point where Nigeria can pay back a loan? They don't have intention of paying back any loan, but they can always borrow it on your behalf, and you will suffer it. Obasanjo said something. Listen to this.
Right level. Now, you see, you, Obina, you have everything going for you. And I don't want you to feel discouraged. Please, things are bad in Nigeria, but I believe it's only for a short time, because it depends on you. Whatever my generation might have done wrong, and I would be the first to admit that my generation has done a lot wrong, it's for your generation to do it better. And don't just sit down and complain. Don't just sit down and complain. Sitting down and complain is like the anger of the cripple. You're on the same time, you will be on the same ground, on the same level, but you have to be proactive. And you have to make sure you get enough of what I call critical mass of people, like-minded people, who will be ready to say, yes, we can bring about a change. And you can bring about a change if you get the critical mass of people that are ready to slug it out. I always say, when people say, hey, well, when will this old hag go out of the way politically? They won't go out of the way. You have to make them go out of the way. They won't voluntarily go out of the way. You have to make it uncomfortable for them. I'm not talking of violence, but bringing pressure to bear to make it uncomfortable for them. They will go out of the way.
Mm-hmm. He's right. Okay? It is just so ridiculous that young people who probably have the opportunity of hearing something like that, they still turn around because they are lost. And they look forward to the likes of Obasanjo, the likes of Tifnumbu, the likes of all these guys to give them direction. They know they have failed. They know that they are not going to go away. They know that if you don't make move, if you don't have what they call the critical mass, you can't make an effective change. In fact, if you don't fight for it, it's never going to go away. Yes, we failed. We failed Nigeria. We failed all of you. But you all keep coming back to us for advice. You want to be president in Nigeria, go to Babangida. You want to be governor in somewhere else, go to Obasanjo. You want to be this and that, go here and there, even though you know we have failed. So it's not our fault that you keep coming back to us. That's the points I made. I mean, I grabbed out of that. I don't know what you did, what you probably got from that. But you as a young person, Obasanjo, Nigeria took care of him. His generation is a Buhari generation, Babangida generation. And this is a failed generation. But who are they to you today? Elder statesmen. But he said something. He said, if you don't do something, we're not going to go away. Because they are not going to go away, he meant, is that they are old soldiers that never stop fighting. But they may be tired. But some of you, you don't even have the spine to even push what you wish for. He said something. He said, you, many of you who want Nigeria to change, you are like cripple, disabled on the wheelchair, who can't really walk. But they feel like they will say, you know what I mean? That's the description he gave anyway. But it's not that people are not fighting, no. Because if we should take Obasanjo's word for word, it would likely not be 100% right. Because the only people the likes of Obasanjo feels like are genuine are those who group together, queue behind them for direction, like what happened in that meeting. Baba advised us. As long as your intention is not to ask for the constitutional breakup of Nigeria, which is the creation of the likes of Obasanjo, Buhari, and the rest of them. Today that Nigeria is in debt. Today that Nigerian money has no value. Today that Nigerian lives have no value. Today that Nigeria is just a crippled giant in Africa. This reality is the creation of the likes of Obasanjo. But as long as you can keep it that way, and make your difference, your change, do it in a way that it won't break this up. That is the only place they disagree. And that's the place we disagree. So as also who brought this upon us, they will want to keep it. And that is why more blood are being shed just to keep Nigeria one, despite the monumental failure. But the critical mass he mentioned, it is just right. It's just, a little time to that, because it is already grooming and growing and growing, and they know it too. Election can resolve the problem of Nigeria. It is not because it is not a good thing to. Election is very good. Election doesn't have to be perfect. But there are some standards that your election and the process of your election should meet before you can say, okay, the result of it, whether you like it or not, should be binding because it is above average. Nigeria election is about money. Financial Times just released one article just not long ago, a few days ago. The same Financial Times that is now trying to promote Ekene Shatabandu, fake Pastor Ruga, as the possible and a better replacement for Bokwari in APC instead of Tifnumbu, right? They came out and they said, listen, guys, we cannot say we want to chase these old men away, which is a tall dream. In a way, as Nigeria is structured, practically impossible to follow their own laid down template to now unseat them. Now, they gave us a figure this time around. If you want to install a president in Nigeria, let's say some people who believe that they have the capacity, because, you know, some of us, people like me, I don't believe in their process anymore, okay? But on my platform, I have those who actually still believe in that system, that something can be done if the right person is there. And that is why on Mayegun's Diary Political, it is the temple of truth, just like a gathering where everybody is welcome. Whatever you get from my discussion, from my presentation, you can make use of it as you like. You know, there are those who believe that maybe Nigeria will work, but now let's use the figure so that you can know what all of you they try to drag yourself into. Let's say you choose that you love Nigeria and you believe that Nigeria can do better if Nigeria